Every morning is a new opportunity to place the life of a child in God's hands. It is not only about asking for protection, but about declaring words of blessing over him that will accompany him from the very first moment of the day. This prayer is not just another routine. It is a cry of faith where prayer and the Word come together to cover his path, his mind, his heart, and his future. Stay until the end, because today we will proclaim the most powerful blessing every child needs when they wake up. Beloved Lord, this morning I lift my son before you with all my heart. I declare that his life is in your hands, that your promises surround him from the moment he opens his eyes until the day ends. I ask that your presence go with him in every step, that your light illuminate his thoughts, and that your peace dwell within him. Cover him from all danger, keep him from wrong paths, and open before him doors of goodness. Today I bless him with faith, trusting that he will live this day under your perfect care. I ask you to give him clarity to organize his mind, calmness to face his responsibilities, and strength not to give up. Let him rise with energy and move forward with joy, knowing that you are with him. Help him make wise choices and remain firm when he needs to say no to what is not good for him. Guide his steps from the beginning to the end of the day, and let him know in every moment that he never walks alone. Lord, guard his thoughts from worry and fear. Let his heart remain at peace, trusting that you hold him. Give him security in his identity so that he does not compare himself with anyone, nor feel less than what you have already declared him to be. Let him remember that he is loved, that he has value, and that his life has purpose. Place within him a desire to learn, to grow, and to give his best in everything he does. I also ask for his health, that his body be strong, his mind be clear, and his rest be sufficient to face every challenge. Protect him on his way, at school, at work, or wherever he may be. Keep him from accidents, from harm, and from people who would try to pull him away from you. Surround him with healthy friendships and uplifting conversations that help him move forward and never backward. Today, I bless him, Lord, declaring protection, peace, and direction over his life. I declare that this day will be filled with good, that his mouth will speak what is right, that his hands will work with excellence, and that his heart will remain steadfast in you. I leave him under your care, certain that you are faithful and that you will never let him go. Lord, this morning, I lift my son before you because I know every new day brings fresh challenges and new opportunities. I declare that his heart is filled with courage to face whatever comes, and that your spirit reminds him he is never alone in any circumstance. Let your peace give him stability so that he is not carried away by hurry, pressure, or fears planted by the world. Let confidence dwell within him, that steady assurance that holds him even when he does not understand everything happening around him. I ask that you grant him practical wisdom, not only in the big issues, but in the small details of the day. Let him know how to choose the right words when he responds. Give him discernment to know when to speak and when to remain silent. And let his conversations reflect respect and truth. give him sensitivity to listen to advice and humility to learn from those around him. Let his dealings with others today be clean, not harsh, not filled with unnecessary anger, but with a heart willing to build up. Cover his path with your protection, not only from visible dangers, but also from influences that could weaken his faith. Keep him from distractions that steal time, environments that cool the soul, and thoughts that sow doubt. Let his eyes focus on what builds him up, and his steps move toward what edifies. Protect him from draining comparisons, from heavy expectations that do not come from you, and from the temptation to seek approval where he does not need it. Let him find in you the affirmation that sustains his identity. Lord, open doors of favor before my son, in his studies, in his work, and in every project he carries out today. Let every effort bear fruit. Let what he learns today be written in his memory, and let the work of his hands bring good results. Give him perseverance so he does not leave things unfinished, and joy so he can find satisfaction in what he accomplishes, even if it seems small. Teach him to celebrate progress without pride, and to recognize your hand behind every achievement. I also ask that you strengthen him when he faces opposition or difficulty. Let him not give up if things do not go as expected, nor lose heart if he hears a no. Help him understand that even then, you are guiding his story. Teach him to wait calmly, to trust in your timing, and to hold on to hope when the outlook is uncertain. Let his faith not depend on shifting emotions, but on your word that never fails. Today, I declare him steady, secure, and filled with your peace. I declare that his steps will be guarded, that his mind will think clearly, and that his heart will rest in you. I give you every hour of his day, Lord, certain that your care is constant and your love never ends. Lord, I ask that you plant patience in my son so that he does not rush ahead, self-control so that he is not carried away by impulses, and balance so that he stays steady even when others provoke him. Teach him to manage his emotions, to recognize when he needs to pause, and not to answer harshly, but with calmness. Let maturity grow within him, making him strong without losing tenderness or simplicity. Father, I bless his thoughts this morning. I declare that his mind is filled with clear ideas, that his priorities are set in order, and that within him rises the desire to learn and to keep moving forward. Whenever he faces a problem, show him the right way out. Give him creativity to find solutions, understanding to grasp what he is taught, and ability to put into practice what he learns. Let everything he does carry the mark of your grace, and let others see in him a reflection of discipline and responsibility. I pray for his friendships, Lord. Surround him with people who encourage him, who push him toward what is good, and who know how to value his life. Remove harmful relationships from him, people who bring envy, strife, or discouragement. Give him discernment to know who is a blessing and who could lead him astray. Give him the ability to be a faithful friend, to listen with patience, and to speak with honesty. Let his presence be a positive influence, and let those around him find peace in his company. I also place his emotions before you. If sadness comes, lift him with your joy. If he grows tired, renew him with new strength. If insecurity rises, remind him of your word that declares who he is in you. Let him never forget that he is your child, loved and living with purpose. When fear tries to stop him, let your spirit stir courage within. When doubt tries to confuse him, let your truth bring clarity. I declare his inner being is filled with confidence because he knows you never leave nor forsake him. I place in your hands the places he will go today. From the moment he steps out of home, walk with him. Protect his life in every path. Cover him in every place. And fill every environment with your peace. Let your presence be felt wherever he arrives, and let his steps be firm. Do not allow him to stumble into hidden traps or fall into snares of the enemy. Fill him with discernment to perceive what cannot be seen and to turn away from what is not good for him. Today, I continue declaring your blessing over him, that his mind will be clear, his heart will remain in peace, his hands will work with diligence, and his life will move forward in the purpose you have given him. I place everything in your hands, trusting that your care is greater than anything I could do myself. Lord, I lift up my son's strength to you, asking that it never fade. Let him wake up every morning with a reason to keep moving forward, and with the assurance inside that you are with him. In the midst of pressure, let him not collapse, but find in you the calm needed to stand firm. Give him a persevering spirit that does not stop at obstacles, and a brave heart that does not retreat before challenges. Let him understand that he does not fight his battles alone, but that your presence walks with him in every step. I cry out for your favor to cover him, in his studies, in his work, in every activity he takes on. Let his effort bear fruit, and let the right doors open at the right time. And if some doors must stay closed, give him peace and trust in your direction. Teach him to recognize your will, even when it does not look like what he expected. Let his plans be aligned with you, because when you are in the midst, nothing can stop the purpose you planted in his life. I also ask that you protect him from voices that try to deceive him. Let him not be swayed by harmful advice or ideas that pull him away from truth. Give him ears sensitive to discern what comes from you and what does not. And when he faces the temptation of taking an easier but wrong path, remind him deep in his heart that your way, though sometimes narrow, always leads to life. Father, I cover his emotions today so that he will not be a slave to anxiety or anger. In the middle of tense situations, let him keep his calm and let his reactions be filled with wisdom. Put in his mouth words that encourage and build up. Let him never use his voice to wound or belittle, but to uplift and to plant confidence. Teach him to be thankful even for the small things, because when the heart learns to give thanks, life becomes lighter. Let it be evident today, wherever he is, that your grace rests on him. Let others see respect in his attitude, kindness in his eyes, and integrity in his actions. Let his testimony speak louder than any speech, and let what he does reflect the faith he carries within. May his life be an example of consistency and truth, not to seek applause, but to honor you, both in secret and in public. And as he moves through this day, surround his path with your peace. Let his heart hold joy even in simple things. Let his thoughts stay clear, and let his confidence remain anchored in you. I give him into your hands with the assurance that your care never fails and your love never ends. Lord, I ask that today my son walk with the confidence that you sustain him. Let every step be filled with trust, and let his heart not incline toward doubt or discouragement. Give him strength to remain in truth, even when others around him choose otherwise. Keep him from being carried by currents of confusion, and let him stay firm in the values and principles you have planted in his life. May your Spirit lead him so that the way he lives is a reflection of your character. On this day, I declare over him a spirit of discipline. Let him organize his time with wisdom, without falling into laziness or into burdens too heavy to carry. Give him balance to fulfill his responsibilities without neglecting what matters most: his relationship with you, his inner peace, and his well-being. Let every task he does, no matter how small, be carried out with excellence and gratitude, recognizing that all he has and all he does come first from you. Lord, I bless my son's decisions. May he not be trapped by confusion or pressured by others, but have clarity to choose what leads him forward. If he must take a hard path, give him courage to face it. If he must wait, give him patience to endure. If he must let go of something, give him strength to release it without fear. In all things, let him know your direction is certain and your voice can always be trusted. I ask that you protect him from falling into pride or self-reliance. Let him never forget his need to depend on you, and help him understand that every achievement is the fruit of your grace. Give him a humble heart that admits when he needs help and that can ask for guidance without shame. Teach him to value those around him and never to belittle the efforts of others. Let his life always carry space for gratitude and for serving others. Lord, guard also his hidden thoughts, those no one else sees. Let there be no room for bitterness or resentment, but let your love cleanse every wound and heal every memory that weighs on his heart. If he ever feels too weak to continue, let your Spirit lift him right there and breathe new strength into him. Let your word become his safe refuge, and let every promise be an anchor that holds him steady in the storm. Today, I bless him with peace, with joy, and with hope. I declare that his life has direction, that his steps will not be lost, and that his thoughts remain under your light. Everything he sets his hands to will be guarded by you, and every moment of this day will remain under your covering. I trust you, Lord, and that is why I rest in the assurance that my son walks safely in your presence. Lord, I place my son's dreams and desires in your hands. You know what he holds in his heart, those goals he shares and those he only thinks of in silence. Guide him so that he does not run after empty things, but that his desires align with what is good and truly builds him up. Give him vision to look beyond the present moment and hope that will not give up when the road feels long. Inspire him to work steadily for what is worth it, and remind him always that true success is not in what he gains, but in who he becomes with you by his side. Father, I bless his character. Let it not be shaped by pressure from others or by the world's standards, but molded by your truth. Give him gentleness to treat everyone with respect, firmness to stand for what is right, and patience to endure what he does not yet understand. Let his life be an example of integrity, not out of obligation, but because his heart knows that walking with you is the safest way. Let every small choice build a strong character that will hold him steady in the great moments ahead. I ask that you teach him to manage well what you give, his time, his talents, and his resources. Let him not waste what has been entrusted to him, but use it with wisdom. Let him value what he has without complaining about what is missing. Give him a generous spirit, willing to share with others and not live closed off within himself. Let him understand that when he gives and blesses, he is also sowing into his own future. I cover his emotional health, Lord. In the middle of daily demands, let him not lose his calm. In the middle of routine, let him not lose his joy. In the middle of difficulties, let him not lose his faith. If loneliness tries to come, remind him that you are his companion. If fatigue weighs on him, remind him that in you he finds rest. If he hears words that wound, remind him that your voice is louder and that in it his true identity is found. Protect his mind from comparison and envy. Let him not look at others with longing for what he does not have, but with gratitude for what you have already given. Teach his heart to celebrate the victories of others without feeling less. Help him understand that every life has its own rhythm, and his is in your hands. Let him never feel late nor ahead, but right on time in the exact season you have prepared. Today, I declare him steady, full of your peace and surrounded by your grace. Let his life keep moving in the right direction, and let this day become another step toward the purpose already written for him. I give him to you once again, trusting that your love is enough to cover all he needs. Lord, I also present the words that will come from his mouth. Let every expression be clean, not wounding or confusing, but filled with encouragement and life. Teach him to remain silent when silence is wiser, and to speak with boldness when truth must be spoken. Let his conversations carry respect. Keep him from gossip and useless arguments, and let every word he speaks carry the grace that comes from you. I cover his heart so that it will not store bitterness or resentment. If someone hurts him, give him the strength to forgive without staying trapped in the wound. Teach him to release what he cannot change and to trust that you are just and defend him better than anyone. Let him not live burdened by the past, but with eyes fixed on the new things you have prepared for him. Father, I ask that you give him joy in simple things. Let him enjoy a sunrise, a sincere greeting, a kind gesture, a finished task. Let him never lose the ability to smile, even when life is not perfect. Remind him that life with you has meaning and that true happiness is not found in possessions, but in who you are in his life. I pray that you keep him from the deep sadness that steals strength and from the despair that extinguishes dreams. When his spirit is low, let your spirit lift him up. When he feels overwhelmed, let your word refresh him. When doubt tries to stop him, let your voice guide him with clarity. In every moment, let him find reasons to keep moving forward and never get stuck in what hurts him. I also bless the way my son works and studies. Let him put effort into everything he does, not halfway or with indifference, but with dedication. Help him understand that every effort matters and that even the smallest task has value when it is done with love. Let him be responsible with what is entrusted to him and learn to manage every opportunity well. I ask, Lord, that you give him favor with the people he will deal with today. Let him find support where he needs it, receive fair words, and know how to answer with respect. If he faces criticism, let it not break him, but teach him what he must improve and help him let go of what does not come from you. Give him calmness so he does not respond in anger, and strength to keep his dignity intact. Today, I continue to cover him with your blessing. I declare that his mouth will speak life, that his heart will remain pure, and that his mind will rest in your peace. Everything he experiences today will be under your care, because your faithfulness has no limits and your love never abandons him. Lord, I also place in your hands the way my son faces today's challenges. When something does not turn out as he expected, let him not lose heart, but learn to rise again and keep moving forward. Give him resilience to try again and understanding to learn from each experience. Let him never feel defeated by failure, but motivated to grow and improve. Teach him to see every obstacle as an opportunity to mature and to trust that your hand holds him even when things seem difficult. I ask that you guard him from the pressure that often comes from the world around him. Let him not live bound to the opinions of others, nor wear himself out trying to please everyone. Remind him that his worth is found in what you say about him, not in what the world thinks. Protect him from comparisons that make him feel less and from expectations that do not come from you. Give him inner freedom to walk confidently in the identity you have given him. Father, I ask that today his heart remain steadfast in faith. Let him not be dragged down by doubts or by thoughts of defeat, but remember every promise of yours is a truth that sustains him. When fear rises, let him repeat within himself that you are his refuge. When uncertainty surrounds him, let him trust in your direction. Let every step he takes rest on the assurance that you are his guide and that you will never leave him. I declare that today my son will be an instrument of good. Let his hands be ready to help. Let his eyes notice the needs of those around him, and let his heart always be willing to serve with simplicity. Let him not live only for himself, but with a generous spirit that knows how to share. Teach him that in giving he also receives, and that in sowing kindness he will reap peace and true friendship. I ask that you keep him from hurtful words, from injustice, and from hostile environments. If he faces hard situations, let your peace surround him like a protective wall. Let him not hold on to resentment or bitterness, but know how to respond with calm strength. Give him wisdom to handle every difficult moment, and let your Holy Spirit fill him with serenity so that he never loses his peace. Lord, I also bless his moments of rest throughout the day. Let him recover strength, refresh his mind, and renew his spirit. Let him not feel burdened or overwhelmed, but sustained and balanced. Give him the ability to organize his day well, to set the right priorities, and to find a rhythm that brings him closer to peace and not to exhaustion. Today I declare him strong in you, confident in your promises, and secure under your covering. Let his life move forward with firm steps. Let his inner being remain calm, and let his heart never wander from your presence. Lord, I also place in your hands the thoughts that will fill my son's mind in the hours ahead. Let everything he thinks align with your truth, and let no harmful idea find a place inside him. If doubt rises, remind him of your faithfulness. If worry appears, show him your care. If fear tries to take over, let your spirit give him courage. I declare that his mind will be clean ground where hope, trust, and clarity are planted. I ask that his heart remain free from every weight that tries to steal his peace. Let him not carry unnecessary guilt or burdens he cannot resolve. Teach him to leave in your hands what is beyond his control and to rest in the certainty that you are in charge. Give him a grateful heart that focuses on what he has and not on what he lacks. And let him recognize your goodness in both the simple and the great things around him. Father, I also ask for his safety in every place he goes. Let your angel walk with him on the roads, protect him in the streets, in his activities, and in every environment he enters. Do not allow his life to be touched by accident or by any plan of the enemy. Keep him from falls, from distractions, and from hidden dangers. I declare that his path is secure because it is covered by you. Lord, let his social life also remain under your care. Let him have healthy conversations, true friendships, and relationships that make him stronger. Let him not be influenced by those who seek evil, but let him be a light in the middle of his surroundings. Let those around him feel peace in his presence, and let his life always communicate respect and trust. Give him the ability to be a good example, not for pride, but as a testimony of your grace. Lord, I ask that you be with my son in the quiet moments, when no one else is near and he is left alone with his thoughts. Let him sense your company there as well. May he never feel abandoned or without direction, but always perceive that your hand is guiding him even in the most ordinary details. Teach him to enjoy your presence without noise or crowds, because in you, he will always find rest. I declare that today, my son will be kept in everything he does. His words will be filled with life, his thoughts will be clear, his emotions will be at peace, and his decisions will stand firm. Let your presence be his shield, your voice his guide, and your love his constant refuge. Once again, I place him in your hands, confident that you are more than enough to cover every part of his life. Lord, as I reach this moment, I continue lifting my son's life before you with the same faith with which I began this prayer. I give him to you completely, his mind, his heart, his steps, his decisions, and his future. There is no part of his life that I do not entrust to your care, because I know your hands are the safest place he could ever be. I trust that you will sustain him at every moment, even in the details I cannot see. I declare that this day will be a blessing for him. Let what he learns be written in his memory. Let what he experiences help him grow, and let what he receives become a seed for tomorrow's harvest. Let joy never be missing in his heart. Let peace never be absent from his spirit, and let hope never run dry within him. If he stumbles, let your hand lift him right away. If he grows weary, let your spirit renew him. If loneliness comes near, let your presence embrace him with tenderness. Father, thank you for the gift of his life. Thank you for allowing me to bless him each morning and for giving me the assurance that my words are never in vain. I believe that every prayer lifted reaches your presence and that none fall to the ground without an answer. That is why I rest in your faithfulness today, knowing that what I have asked is already in the process of being fulfilled. I ask that you sustain him also in the days ahead, that this blessing spoken today become a seed that bears fruit in the future. Let what I sow in prayer become ongoing protection, firm direction, and living hope. Teach him to seek you for himself, to place his trust in you, and to lift his own voice each morning to meet with you. Lord, I cover him with your name, surround him with your word, and give him into your love. I declare that his steps are secured, that his mind is at peace, and that his heart is steadfast. Nothing will take him away from your purpose, for you are the one who guards him and leads him. With this faith, I finish this prayer, knowing that your care does not end here. Every word I have spoken I leave in your hands and seal with trust in you. Everything my son will live today and in the days to come is under your watchful eye and your eternal love. Amen.